But that's what Coach taught us. That's what it's all about. You strive to be the best. You always do that. And sometimes you won't come in first place. Sometimes you come in second or third. But as long as you know you did your best out there and you gave it all your effort, then that's what really counts.
Again, it's a bond that we all have. We went through, we say the same things, keep hustling, something good will happen. And
Yep.
He said that from the 60s until, now. He did everything. He never changed. Maybe he changed a little bit, but basically nothing, deviated. You had to get an education,
Yep.
all those kinds of things. Yep. He was consistent. He was, through the whole thing, he was the same guy. That's why everybody has the same story, is because he was the same guy. And I think what's so interesting about the guys is all the success he has had. He's a very unpretentious guy. The people that don't know him, they don't understand that. They think, he thinks he's this or he's that. He's Joe Paterno, the football coach. A guy that we all love, that we all know, that at times we hated, times we didn't like him. But ultimately, we knew where he came from, what he was all about, and he's been consistent that whole time through. Nobody's been faked out from our standpoint as far as we're concerned. We know who he is, and he's a great man, a very great man. When you go on to play pro ball in the NFL or the CFL, you see so many guys, most of whom have not graduated, 20, 30 credits shy. What did you take? I just took things to stay, to be able to play football. This is all they had. They didn't have the experience that we have. That's why, we're so adamant. We're so, we were part of that university. Penn State. We love Penn State, and we that's why we have a bond. That's why Penn State football players have a bond. We're proud. We were lucky because we did something athletic. But we also were involved academically and socially up there, and that's why, we love the place, and that's the reason why we're so proud to say we're Penn State football players. And the reason why we were able to say that is because of one guy, because that one guy, Joe Paterno, set a high, the bar was set high.
Yes.
The grand experiment, he believed in it. And we were all led to believe, hey, this is the way you have to act. This is what you got to do in order to be a football player at Penn State. Yeah. I'd like him to know that I love him, I respect him. He's been a role model for me, and that I learned a lot from him, a lot.
Yeah. With me, my dad, I was just the opposite of Steve. My dad just passed away a few years ago, but as I was growing up, my dad did a tremendous job. He was a tremendous role model, and he prepared me to leave home, to come to, college, and he did all the necessary preparation. But when I got here, I found out that Coach Paterno was almost like my dad. I mean, you could have taken a snapshot, and what Coach did is he took me to the next level.
Coach Paterno, when I was at Penn State, we had probably not too many things in common. One of them was, of course, our noses. And Coach recruited me, I really believe, because my nose is probably actually bigger than his, as you can see by the profile. So I only had one thing in common with him, but now I have a couple more things. Coach has fallen down and broken his pelvic bone twice. I've fallen down twice and broken my tibia twice.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if that has anything to do with our ancestries, Polish, Italian. Also, like Coach, I'm a member of AARP, And I now am a grandfather, just like Coach Paterno. So though we didn't have many things in common back in the 60s, we have plenty of things in common right now.
Yep.